1, 2, 3. Hi everyone. I just wanted to give you a quick update on what I was working on. So I'm working on the taskbar for HelenOS desktop, and so it's a work in progress. So you can see it already does quite a number of things, and I'm just wanted to walk you through maybe a little bit the process that I went on to implement this thing and what is actually needed, what makes it tick. So first, it's pretty much you create a window without a title bar, but then there's a new thing. So the application needs to be able to determine basically the size of the screen, so it can set the bar to match the size exactly. So that's a new thing. Then you need to position it at the bottom of the screen, which is something that we already do with the basically with the other applications, like launcher is positioned at the top right, and the barber is positioned at the bottom right. So that's not a new thing. And then we can start filling the window with some stuff. So first I added a simple clock applet. So it's basically, this is custom UI control, which is very simple. So it draws an inset frame, it fills the inside with the background color, and then it displays text, which is the current time, and then it sets a timer which takes every second and updates the time. Okay. So then when I was done with this thing, I went to the window buttons, which are buttons that allow you to switch between active windows, and that's what I'm currently working on. It's not finished, and of course there will be a start menu, but it's not implemented yet. So these are regular buttons, and the difficult part is that it needs to figure out which windows are currently visible, or well, it needs to get a list of windows. So for that I needed to add basically a new protocol, which I call the window management protocol, but it's more like, you know, it's not really window management as in X. It's more like like a interface between the shell or the taskbar and the display server. So it allows you to get a list of windows, and it creates a button for each of those. Then you need to determine the caption or title of each window, and that's something that was not actually available in the display server, because the captions are rendered on the client side. So that was one thing which I had to add. So now the display server knows the title of each window, and it only uses it to basically, it tells it to the taskbar. Okay, so it only stores it but doesn't do anything with it. Now you will notice there is one button which is blank, and that's because Barber doesn't set a window title, which it should, but I think the reason why it doesn't is because it's the title would be too long to fit in the narrow title bar, and so I think we need to implement a mechanism which will kind of determine that it's too long and put in some ellipses or something instead of basically the text, which would be probably clipped, but it wouldn't look very nice. So. Now there's more to this, because of course you can, if you for example start editor in the terminal, edit, so then the caption of the window will change, but it does not update it in the taskbar. So we need to deliver event to the taskbar that window title has changed. And similarly, if you close a window or create a new window, we need to deliver events, so it will update the window buttons. And of course you want to be able to, when you press a button, you want it to switch to that window which is again not implemented, but that's pretty easy. Finally, what we need to consider is regarding the presentation of the taskbar is when you have some window, it probably, when you put it over the taskbar, it shouldn't cover it. So the taskbar window should be probably something like always on top. And also, when you maximize the window, it shouldn't obscure the taskbar. So there needs to be some way in which the taskbar will basically inform the display server that that the maximization area should avoid the taskbar window. And finally, which I'm not sure about, in some Windows systems, like in XFCE, when you click on the taskbar, then the current window will not lose its focus. On the other hand, if you do that in, say, Windows 95, then actually it will do exactly this. So when you click on the taskbar, then the current window will lose focus. I mean, obviously, if you switch a window, you will get focus in another window. But if you just click somewhere on the taskbar, then the current window loses focus. And so I need to think about that. There's another thing. I think the taskbar should be accessible via keyboard, which usually it isn't, I think, very accessible. So I know you can open the start menu and navigate in that using keyboard, but I think you should be also able to basically navigate the window buttons with your keyboard. So that's something that should be also implemented. So that's what I'm going to work on in the next days and weeks. All right, so that was just a quick update. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you later. Bye.